Hello, my magnificent magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show. I'll be your host, Gangsta Magician himself, here to deliver you your message, because that's what I love to do. So I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you, because you are the best. You always have been, you always will be, and that is what it's all about, right? Sometimes. So let me introduce my co-host, Archangel Michael. He says, yeah, I like your new vertical filming now, he says. He says, it seems like you have to condense your crystals a little bit more. You had to do a little extra to get the cat involved. You know, it's a little bump. But here's the reason why I do it. It's because it looks so much better on my TikTok. I probably have thousands of fucking TikTok videos. And I just did one like this because it's the first time I ever did it, because it's like, I don't know. I just wasn't thrilled about it. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But just know that I did it. Well, yes, I did. And that's why we're here to align our chakras. Okay? Because we don't care no more. So why don't we get an energy here? An energy read. See what we're here working with. I like this evil eye one. That one's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to me, man. Yes, it is. The cat says hello. He says, how are you? This ain't the one I use first. Oh, I'm off today. Off. Alright, so let's get a read here. Let's see what we're working with. See the overall energy is. Please and thank you for my magical gangsters. The best of the best. I mean, what else can I really say anymore? I mean, the fact of the matter is it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's all coming to fruition for you. Everything is coming. It's just, you already know it's going to work out. You're not getting beat. It's working out. Nobody's taking this from you. All right, so let's see. What's in your energy here, God, please, and thank you. All right, so here's with this 10 of Wands here. Somebody wants to carry the burden here. Somebody wanted you to carry the burden. There's always another way to do something, though, and that's what you figured out. You said, there's always another way to do something. I'm not carrying this burden. You carry this burden. How are you going to create a burden and then put it on me and put it on you? How are you going to do that? It's just that's not what it is. All right? That's not how things work, and that's why this is all coming back. They created this, so now they got to deal with it. All right, and how did they create it? They created it with the moon here, with these illusions. Okay, they want you to be burdened by these illusions, but now they are burdened by the illusions because people know, why did you say that? That's so weird. Why would you say something like that about somebody that's not like that? Unless you're like that. That's what they're saying to this person right now. And this person's, what are they going to say? Because you're this Queen of Swords. You have boundaries here. They can't get in your energy. They can't say nothing. They can't even get near you. These illusions don't work. The Queen of Swords said, I'm sorry, but we don't want these illusions. Take them back. All right, you sent them to the wrong address. They're yours. All right, so, I mean, whatever they said, it doesn't matter, because you proved it without a shadow of a doubt that these lies were nothing. I mean, it's just like these people. They're going to have to deal with what they put you through. And they can't, to a source, they want to avoid this, though. They want to avoid the situation. They want to avoid these difficult decisions. Now they're scared. They never thought you were going to become this Queen of Swords. You becoming this Queen of Swords, though, enabled you to become a Empress, High Priestess, Gangsta, Magician, okay? And now, these people, they want to avoid that. They don't want to interact with you no more, but they're still trying to do stuff. They're still wishing. It's just they can't stop. They can't stop. They can't help themselves. All right? Because, look, Ace of Wands. And how do you know that they can't help themselves? Because you still have an urge to create. That's why they know it's not working, but they're still trying. Okay? Because you're taking action on your ideas. They need you to be down and out, all upset, all sad. It don't work like that no more, because your clear communication expresses what's best for all, you said, as the Queen of Swords, okay? And the moon says, be careful of seeing things that are not there. All right, that's what a lot of people are being careful of. Now they're saying, whoa, that don't add up to me, okay? And that is why 10 of Wands will be carrying the burden. They can't avoid this burden any longer, because your urge to create is making that clearly happen. And that is why 7 of Pentacles, you had a long-term view, you were hardworking, this Queen of Swords, so you outlived these illusions. Okay, you outlasted these illusions. And that's all that is by being this Queen of Swords. And now, whoever said what they had to say can't avoid this burden no longer. Okay. Whatever. We don't care. We're not looking to get, listen, it's all going to come out anyway. You can't avoid this. It's just, we're actually their life is worse than just having to prepare for it, waiting for the other shoe to drop. They don't know what's going to happen. They think because you're not saying much is because you have what's the word? You that shows defeat. But the fact of the matter is that no, silence is the best. Keep them waiting. You psychologically destroy them without doing anything. Exactly what it is. You want to get involved with this read, Archangel Michael? It looks like a very conflicted read here. I saw a lot of burden in this. People want to said, yeah, he'll get involved. Why not? He said, why not? So he says he's got to earn his paycheck. He says, and then he laughed because he said, I don't get paid. I do this because I love it. Is what he says. Because he says he loves what he does and he does what he loves. All right, so why don't we get an overall energy here? See what we're working with here, God, please, and thank you. I've been following this alien person on TikTok. They claim to be a real alien, so whatever, I'll believe them. I'll roll with them. And then this time traveler guy too, travels everywhere somehow. I don't know how he does it, but I only see what comes up here and there. I don't go looking for it, but that's interesting to me. That's an interesting thing. TikTok is very interesting sometimes. I got a lot of TikTok. I like my TikTok videos. All right, so what's in your energy here? What are we working with here, God, please? And thank you for the magical gang stars. The ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, been through it all. You know, the ones our favorite. I'm trying to get comfortable here till I look good in this thing. All right, let's go. All right, so we had this yesterday. So the King of Swords reverses here. Okay, so now we're aware of who you're dealing with, who's going to be carrying the burden, who wanted you to carry the burden. Okay, but now they're going to be carrying the burden. So there you go. That showed it very clearly. And you being this Queen of Swords, they can't get close to you. I mean, you can interact with this person, but they can't get in your inner circle. There's no way. Eight of Pentacles, because you're too hardworking, you're too efficient, too responsible, you're mastering your skills. You know, perhaps you're an apprentice here. This King of Swords reverse is not going to stop you. They're not going to put you in any tempting situation. They're not going to convince you of anything. They're going to come off as ruthless, malicious, obstinate. So, and then when you don't do what they want, or you say something that they feel they're insulted by, this person will go right back to being this King of Swords, being shown. You'll see. They're in it now, but they're in it everybody knows what they are. They're still trying, though. So it's like, you'll give people a chance, but we'll see how they work. This person's definitely he's gonna try to turn bad again. Okay, because why? Because Six of Wands, because you're gonna be publicly recognized here because of that. That's gonna help you, get you publicly recognized by how this King of Swords in reverse tries to backstab again. Okay, because people are gonna say, wow, like because the fact is you gave this person, you might have given this person a chance. This person doesn't even deserve a chance. And you gave him a chance to heal, but this person is not going to heal. I mean, they're in this King of Swords 2 days in a row now. So, 2 days in a row, the King of Swords in reverse. The malicious King of Swords in reverse has been in our energy. So, let's elaborate further. They had the Empress reverse yesterday with them, but here's the thing. This cycle is complete with these two. Nobody wants to deal with this. Mel and Larry, the Three Stooges. Nobody cares about them, okay? Curly's the star of the show. These two are just clowns, okay? This is what it comes down to. This King of Swords in reverse, Empress in reverse. They're bloodsuckers. They're leeches. That's what they are. Spiritual parasites. In the flesh. Yes, they are. So, cycle's complete with them, though, because you're being Six of Wands publicly recognized. That they needed you to stay down for this cycle to continue. So, what else do we need to know here? What's this King of Swords in reverse? What's their deal, man? Okay, so what's the deal with this person? Is that devil in reverse. That's what it is, okay? So King of Swords in reverse, devil in reverse. Okay, so this devil's being released. But perhaps maybe this King of Swords is being seen as the devil. They're being released. Or this King of Swords in reverse really is turning a new leaf. Maybe they really are. I don't know. But the devil's being released and you're being publicly recognized. So I don't know what they think's going to happen. Or if they think that, I don't know, you're going to just let them off the hook. I mean, you don't give a fuck. They still have to answer for their karma, though. Why, though? Because Death's here. And he said, yep, they still got to answer their karma because they forgot what they did. They can't just do what they did and then think they're going to get away with it. That's why you have this devil in reverse, King of Swords in reverse here. The Six of Wands. Whew. Choices for self-imposed release from bondage, it says here. So maybe these people are being released from this King of Swords' bondage in reverse. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, because look, this King of Swords reverse, Two of Wands reverse did not plan this far. They did not plan for you to come in and knock the devil out of them. They didn't plan that. You did too. You came right in here and knocked the fucking devil out of this King of Swords in reverse. This person now is like, they're like a shell of themselves now. And here's the thing, Two of Swords, they want to avoid this though. They want to avoid that. They still want to come off the way they used to be. But that's never going to happen. You've taken your energy back from this person. This person showed what they really are. All they can do now is hopefully get forgiveness by changing. That's the only thing they could do, by healing. Alright, so you got this King of Swords in reverse. That's devil reverse, being released, and didn't plan this for you to be Six of Wands publicly recognized. And it's trying to avoid the fact that, you know, they had a part in this big debacle, this abomination against you. They're trying to say, like, they were tricked too. Alright, and that's why they have this Five of Wands in reverse. They want to avoid conflict with you, but they still have a plan. They're not completely healed. They still want to trick. They're still trying to pull something. Okay, but you see right through it, Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, they're not coming right at you directly. Okay, but they are doing it in the back. This is scattered. This is a complex situation. They're coming off passive, but there's trickery here. They just think you're not going to, but it's like, it don't matter. It's even better because it just makes it that much better for you. Because remember, Seven of Cups, this person's going to try to create confusion, illusions. They're going to try to do what they were doing in the past. They're never going to stop doing this. They've been doing this their whole life. This is how they were raised. So you can't really expect them to stop. So you have to take a, you got to see how they respond. This person, they may, like I said, they may heal if this devil's being released, or they're themselves are having, people are being released from them. And we already saw depth, so perhaps maybe this King of Swords reverse. Maybe they're about to kick the bucket. Who knows? Maybe they didn't get to their bucket list. Maybe they kicked their bucket list. I mean, what else do you think this person's going to do? How long do you think this person's going to let? This person doesn't even take care of themselves that good. Alright, and that's why they have this Chariot in reverse. That's why things are not moving. Alright, they're at a standstill. Very unsuccessful here. They were defeated. Okay, the Six of Wands clearly shows that. Lost at the last minute, this was. Yes, you did. You came right in there and hit the game winner. And this devil knocked the devil right out of this King of Swords in reverse. He didn't plan for it. It's like they didn't plan to get knocked out this fast. They didn't plan for you to come back and take the cup, the Stanley Cup here. So whatever it does matter, it's just the end here for whoever it is. Because why? Because you have this Emperor with you. You're this Empress, High Priestess, Gangster, Magician. I mean, this King of Swords in reverse said that you were not this, you were that, blah, 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 blah. And now people are just like, more lies were made up about you than anything. That it's almost comical. That these people have to explain themselves. They're like, why did you do this? The reason why they did it is because they're trying to avoid, they didn't want to get caught that they were in this fucking witch coven, whatever fucking weird shit they do. They wanted to hide that, act like whatever, they weren't energy vampires, but you knew what the fuck these people are. You know what they are. They thought that they were going to trick you, that they were going to come get you, and you were going to tell you were crazy, and you were just going to lay down and go to the fucking whatever mental hospital. Nah, it didn't work that way, did it? No, because God didn't want it to work that way. He didn't want these people around you. That's why you have this Emperor here. That's why they can't get near you. Is there anything else we need to know with this? I mean, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, all I have for you is the Six of Wands, big victory being publicly recognized by this King of Swords in reverse is trying some trick move here. Because they didn't plan that far. Alright, why didn't they plan this far? Because the moon, these illusions are about to be shattered here. We've seen that at the beginning. So we know this King of Swords in reverse is creating illusions. This is a person who's in a coven. This is a warlock. This is a fucking malicious warlock, this is. That pretends that they're not. They're trying to pretend like they're not the devil. But they are. And they're going to be released because of it. And why? Because the Hierophant's here. Because you're being socially accepted, okay? Institutionally supported. People are saying, whatever this person's saying is not true. We've been around this person for a long time now, and we see that this person's not anything like what this person said. Whatever they came up with, whatever this fucking balderdash, this hogwash these people came up with, then it's being seen that way. And now they cannot be ever trusted of why they would do that. Because why would anybody do that? What kind of person does something like this? So what else is there we need to know about this? I mean, these illusions, They're not going anywhere. It says with this Chariot in reverse, they're going to try a trick move now, but you're still going to win. Six of Wands. Why? Because bang, here's your Emperor right here. We just seen that Emperor, and now he's right here. He came out. He said, yeah, I was just here, but now I'm here with you. So this Emperor is going to make sure, Six of Wands, that you're publicly recognized. Yes, love that. Okay, this one's for your success, this person. Because whatever these illusions that were created about you by this King of Swords in reverse, this Emperor is putting an end to it, okay? And this is going to release the devil by just that source. And how? Why? Because you're this Queen of Swords. You have boundaries. We've seen this at the beginning. Remember, this was the premise. This Queen of Swords, boundaries is why this is happening. These illusions being shattered because they can't get to you. Okay, being this Queen of Swords is what able to seal your energy up and become this Empress, High Priestess, Gangster, Magician. And that's why you're in the position you're in right now. And I salute you, okay, because you're the best Queen of Swords. So what else is it we need to know here? I mean, this King of Swords in reverse, they're releasing whatever, they're trying to trick move, but their illusions ain't getting them nowhere. This Emperor's here now. They are clearly, making sure you win. They see you have victory here. You might have just not even need this person, okay? Because look, the Justice is here for you. So you have the Emperor with Justice, okay? Six of Wands, the Justice is you being victorious over all these people, showing it in such a way that these people cannot believe it, that they have to believe that God is real through you, because what they did is so fucking insane that it's going to be very difficult for them to come back from this. Because Seven of Wands, you're in complete control of this situation. Very much in control. And that's the Justice here. You being in control, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, being publicly recognized. Now all we need is our Four of Wands, and there you go. But you have this Emperor here. You are this Queen of Swords. Okay, this Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. This King of Swords in reverse was putting on a false sense of success. They were lying. They were being frivolous. There's setbacks here. This person is wanting rewards without work. Okay, this is a fucking thief. All right, so let's do one or two more. And then I'll clarify. All right, because at the end of the day, you're going to get your wish come true. This Two of Cups is here. This King of Swords reverse cannot stop that with this Emperor, because we see it. It's right here. Right or wrong? All right, so what else? What's going to be the end here? This King of Swords in reverse with this Emperor. Okay, so yeah, this King of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse is missing their chance. They lost their opportunity. This is how they wanted to get their opportunity, by being fucking a shyster, whatever the fuck they're doing here, creating illusions. So now they have to pay for that, because that's not how you go about doing things. That's not the right way to do things. Okay, that's why Six of Swords are getting left behind, this King of Swords in reverse. This is why this Devil's being released, because nobody cares what they say. This is why they want to try a trick move at the end with these illusions, but they're not going anywhere with this Ace of Pentacles. That's why they're missing the opportunity. Prosperity without happiness. They might have some money, but they're not happy. These people are not happy. Enjoy your fucking money, you fucking bums. They did all this for money and they can't even enjoy it. So what else do we need to know? All right, so here, the Gangster, Magician, the magical gangsters of the world are here, clearly manifesting that. So this Emperor has their Magician here, the Six of Wands Magician, who's victorious. Okay, and this is making this King of Swords here, they're reversed, they're heartbroken now. Now they're heartbroken. They can't believe they lost everything. This Devil now knocked the devil out of them. Yes, you did. I like the way that read felt. That was a good one. Thanks, Archangel Michael. You want to get involved with this one too? He said, yeah, why not? Why not? He says, you got plenty of me everywhere. I said, yeah, you're right. I do. So, let's see. He's only made of sage. That's all it is. Made of white sage. It's Archangel Michael. Sage. So we are. We're just whatever the fuck we are anyway. Just humans. Whatever we are. Flesh. Blood. Soul, spirit. So, what do we need to know here? Let's get a little thing going. And then I'll call it a call to read. I've been working a lot at my other job, so kind of it's hard for me to focus all the time. But I get at least one out every day. I like to try to get members one every other day, but sometimes I miss the mark. And I don't like to give just bullshit stuff. It has to be quality. Anything I do, it has to be quality. All right, so why don't we get a confirmation, clarification here, God, please, and thank you for this Magician with this Emperor. Okay, the Justice is this King of Swords in reverses. They're losing it all here. Okay, if they have anything, it's prosperity with happiness, because nobody wants to be around them. Why does nobody want to be around them? Because you being in this hermit energy is making that. They cannot get your energy. They can't do anything. They can't get close to you. Even if they get close to you, you just clear your energy from this person. So it's like, this is why this devil's being released, because you doing this is making this person, it's like they have to work harder than what they did. Because they got this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, with this moon and fucking Chariot in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. They didn't plan this far, and now they want to pull a trick move. 5 of Wands in reverse. They want to try to, avoid conflict by, not being so direct, but then pulling something, thinking you're not going to say it. Thinking you're not a gangster magician here, because the magician. Same. You think they learned their lesson, but remember, they've always been like this. So that's why, as we see at the beginning, they're going to be carrying the burden. They've always been like that. Well, guess what? They're going to have to change now. That's what people always say, oh, that's how they are. That's just how they are. We don't want to hear that no more. Well, we don't like it, so change or stay the fuck away from us. One or the other. I mean, you have no, there's no other choice. Okay, look, because the devil's here, the scumbag. Because we know, we got you, you're seen. That's why you're being released. The devil's being seen in these people, okay, and that's when it gets bad. That's when they have to be released, okay? Because once the devil's seen, this is when it's like a problem. It's like addiction being seen. This is like they can't hide this anymore. This is like they can't hide that they're a functioning alcohol, whatever they are, functioning black magic addict, whatever the fuck these people are doing. Because look, 8 of Swords, they're stuck in their shit. They're stuck, okay? They're in a mental prison here. They're in a spiritual prison. They're probably going to go to physical prison. This devil, this King of Swords reverse, is going to be going to jail. They did a lot of bad stuff over the years. Their karma went too long. So now we have this devil and this hermit. What's this all about? This hermit spotted this devil. This is what happened. This devil tried to get near this hermit. But this hermit said, listen, brother, I'm in hermit energy. I'm a magician. I'm a hermit magician here. You're not going to come around us. This devil, that's why they're being released, because they couldn't get near you. That's why you're being publicly recognized. Look, confirmation here that this King of Swords in reverse, this devil, or 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? 9 of Pentacles in reverse, confirmation. They're a false sense of success. There's no, whatever this is, there's no prosperity without happiness. Whatever this is, they stole, there's not anything good about this. They're not enjoying this. That's why these illusions are being shattered. These illusions are not getting them anywhere, this devil. They're actually getting them exposed and released. People are going to overcome it from that. So now we have this 9 of Pentacles in reverse devil and this hermit. And you just stay in here like chilling in this hermit energy. That's all you can do. That's all I want you to do. That's all you need to do. Okay, because this is how you're, getting your Knight of Cups energy. You're becoming romantic, charming. Somebody is, this Emperor probably, is becoming romantic, charming, and chivalrous now. And that's going to be the justice, because 6 of Wands, you're going to be publicly recognized. Hermit magician. My hermit magical gang stars out there, that's what you are. Tell me that's not what you are. I mean, that's what describes us. Very, very good. And it's a good energy, all right? Because you also have this Knight of Wands energy. You're adventurous, you're fearless, you're passionate, energetic. You're not gonna let anybody slow you down, all right? And this devil was no exception. Just because they're the devil don't mean that they're invincible. Just because they never lost before until they came up against you doesn't mean this devil knew this was gonna happen though. This was fucking orchestrated from a long time ago. But you outlasted it. All right. So what do we need to know? Anything else? I mean, looks good. Looks good for you. All right. Because now 3 of Wands, you're clearly building something here. They could not stop you from building, okay? They could not stop you from getting your idea off the ground, okay? You can make your imagination real, this magician told me to tell you, okay? And that's why 8 of Cups, you're imagining this King of Swords reverse. They're being seen as a disappointment right now. They're being seen as the devil. That's why they're being released. This King of Swords is acting crazy now. They're saying crazy stuff. They're trying to blame you for all this. They said this would have never happened if it wasn't for you. Or they would have got away with it if it wasn't for that meddling gangster magician. So this is what they're saying here. I mean, but they're being seen as a fucking joke because whatever they were selling people on is not working. This is a coven that had people, they were getting some results, but the results that were promised from having you sacrificed did not fruition. That did not come because God's not letting you be sacrificed. They can't get in your energy. They can't do anything. They're stuck. They're finished. They're through. They're finito. Okay, because the Hierophant's here. You have institutional support. You're socially approved. The right people are socially approving you, okay? And these are people that can't be corrupted. I mean, they can't say nothing because these people are not going to understand they're not demons. You have specific people all lined around you protecting you, and that's how Page of Pentacles, you're clearly manifesting all this. This is bringing you justice. That's why this devil can't get to you. It's just, you're too disciplined. If you weren't disciplined, they need you to have some temptation here. But you're not, you may have that, but you're not jumping on these. You're not falling for this devil. It's like you're telling this devil, like, you know this isn't going to work. So beat it. Okay, because you remember, you're the one who brings the fun because we are the sun. So no temptations, okay, are going to come towards us, devil. You're not going to tempt us. No matter, even on our weakest state, you're not going to get us. All right, we'll tell you, go fuck yourself. We always have, and that's why Page of Pentacles, we're clearly manifesting that we're telling this devil to go fuck himself. Okay, because he's worthless, he's no good, he's a rotten motherfucker, and that's why he's being released, being seen as 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, he is. So what else do we need to know? I mean, we all know you're the one who brings the fun. And do we have anything else here that's, you know, my magical gang stars need to know what's going on with this Emperor and this Justice stuff. Alright, so this is why 6 of Swords in reverse, this King of Swords in reverse, this devil, they were resistant to change. This forced this Emperor to have to, you know, do something. They forced this Emperor's hand, and by doing this, this is what 6 of Wands made you win. Got publicly recognized, and this Emperor opened up their eyes and seen you as this hermit magician. And that's the Justice here. And you're socially backed because you stayed positive when you could have went bad. And that's why this Page of Cups are here, because you keep getting intuitive messages, creative opportunities are here. You're showing who's who. These people try to say you were evil, but the fact is they're the ones who are dealing with the stuff, and you're coming off as angelic now. And these people proved it for you. So, assistant, all the King of Swords, send out a whole truckload of fruit baskets to this King of Swords in reverse, this malicious son of a bitch that lacks empathy. Yeah. Why? Because, fuck them. You know what I mean? They want to steal, give them something. Let them have it. Tell them somebody stole the thing in the back, and we'll get paid for it. Don't worry about it. All right, King of Swords in reverse said everything is going to happen for you. All right, thank you for that big sale, though. We appreciate it. We need to sell that. I had to get rid of that stuff. We were low. I had a new shipment coming in. So now you're going to, you know, take care of it. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's going to come out of your pocket somehow, though. So, what else? Because we got this guy who keeps wanting to sell us Dover soul. We don't want your Dover soul. Keep it, we told the guy. So, we got some jerk-offs down the street and they might want it. So, what else do you need to know here? What do we have? All right, 9 of Cups. You're getting your wish come true here. All right? Your wish come true. It's coming. You're being seen that way. I mean, that's why you have this Emperor. This is why you got the 6 of Wands. The Sun energy. The cycle's complete with the world. I mean, it's new earth here, new vibration, 5D consciousness. These people were resistant to that. They knew this devil they can't survive in 5D consciousness. It doesn't work for them. They're too dastardly. All right, but here's who loves you, though. Your King of Cups, there he is. He came out, George Washington, baby, in the flesh. Look at him, the George Washington face. He's fucking here for you. He's this Emperor, though. Told you, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. And who's here? You, the magical gang star. There you go, gang star magician. I mean, there's confirmation. You can make your imagination real, this magician keeps telling me. So maybe you should look into that. You can make your imagination real. Yes, you can. Okay, and now, 2 of Cups in reverse. Whatever this King of Swords in reverse, this devil, not happy. Whatever they thought that they were going to come replace you with here, it's not happening, because you got your King of Cups is right here. So this King of Cups is leaving behind whatever was suggested to him from this King of Swords in reverse, this Empress in reverse. This person now, this Empress in reverse is also going to be going down. Alright, because 7 of Swords, because their betrayals are also being seen. Both of these are exposing each other. This King of Swords in reverse and this Empress in reverse. We've seen that yesterday. That's why the devil's being released. They were resistant to change. They didn't want to change. And now that's why they're missing their opportunity. They're losing everything. Okay, because you, on the other hand, are getting everything. There's your opportunity. Ace of Pentacles. They're missing it. Ace of Pentacles versus, and you are getting it. Okay, and it's being brought here by this Emperor, this King of Cups. Okay, they're coming here. You stay so positive. They know you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're the ideal spouse, the one everybody wants to see, the one everyone wants to be, and that's why this Ace of Pentacles is coming your way, because you are the real 9 of Pentacles. That is what you are. That's what a Queen of Pentacles is. So, I mean, that was a nice little thing here. So what else do we need to know? Anything? Okay, so yeah, here's the Page of Pentacles. We've seen this several times. So yes, you're manifesting this. You can make your imagination real. You're getting your wish come true. Okay, these people are going to be dealing with the Tower of Terror. Okay, they have to. There's no other way around it. That's how these blockages will be removed. They're resistant to change. When you're resistant to change, then we have to knock it down. We got to blow it up. We got to rebuild the whole thing. And this is what's happening to this devil. Everything's getting blown up around them. You get your wish come true is the end of this devil. All right, and that's why Page of Cups is here now, okay? Because you get these intuitive messages, creative opportunities are here. Page of Pentacles. I mean, you are the sexiest Queen of Wands. Not only the Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands. You are this hermit magician, this magical gangster. So, what else do we need to know? I think I got it. I think that's enough. All right, so yeah, we know this is you. All right, the Fool, brother. New beginnings are here. You are pure and innocent. So that means, what do we get? This is all new beginnings for you and this Emperor. Okay, this is a new start here for you, 100%. And we started with, okay, this King of Swords and Reverse. They want you to carry the burden, but now we're gonna end it with them carrying all the burden here. This King of Swords and Reverse. They have to pay. Somebody has to pay, and it is this King of Swords and Reverse. We select it. Enjoy yourself, okay? Because you're not gonna have fun. So, you know, try to be positive when you lose everything. King of Swords Reverse. And remember, you did this. You wished this on us. We didn't wish this on you. We didn't get involved in your divine union. We don't even know you. We don't even care about you. You wanted to get involved in our divine union. Don't forget that, okay? Can't use it against us. Ain't giving us karma. Can't say we did anything because there's no evidence of it, spiritually or physically. So whatever you're saying means nothing. All right? Go find somebody that will believe you. See if somebody will do what they did before again. See if that will happen. Keep an eye on that. See, that's going to come back. Don't remember, just because nothing happened yet doesn't mean nothing's going to happen. I mean, people, they get 10 years. That's the way I want it. I want you to build a whole life. I want these people to build an entire life just so we can knock it down for them. Go ahead, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy that money. I'll be right here. You'll see me every night, 9 p.m. So that is what it's going to happen. These people will never, ever be able to, they can't deal. They're not going to be able to survive this. They're not going to be able to maintain whatever they have. So that's why you're getting this new beginning. So let's get our angel numbers, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got 1221 here. So what's that all about? 1221 is about taking initiative. Make the most of what you have. Of course, I mean, you could always have more, but who cares? These people want you to feel that way. Okay, they always want you to feel like you need more. Okay, and that's addiction. So make the most of what you have, and it will lead you to new heights. Acknowledge your blessings and cherish your loved ones. Inspiration will guide you forward, helping you discover your path. Exciting news and positive developments are on the horizon. And by loved ones, that doesn't have to be family. It's just anybody that you come in contact with that you feel is maybe a soul tribe member. You'll know. Okay, why will you know? Because 888 is here. Because that's karma. Karma, these people are getting karma. I mean, abundance is on the way for you, and it's extended beyond just financial wealth. Spiritual wealth is what you're getting. That's the most important. This financial, give a fuck about this. You could get this and make this with your mind. This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, they may not be there tomorrow. You always got to make people feel special, okay? Make sure you acknowledge them. Always make sure, okay? I mean, unless they don't deserve it. Okay, if they're a demon, then no. But if it's somebody like that's your soul tribe member, and you see, you should always make it a point to, you know, I'm not saying be the best friend with the person if there's not a lot of common, but you still should always respond in ways because, you know, that person looks up to you. So why would you not want to be that way? That's the way I look at it when it comes to my magical gangsters. Anybody who's a fan, it's like I look at you as, like I would do everything to help you. You know what I mean? Because why would I not? If somebody wants to support me of course I'm going to help them. I'm not going to just, well, whatever. I'm too big for that now. This is what these people do. And they can't do that to us. They cannot come to us and say, oh, well, do this or sell us on any temptation, financial, sexual. There's nothing they can do. They can't. We completely, temperance energy here, it's completely balanced. This Fool, pure and innocent. You're not going to come here with some bullshit when somebody's pure and innocent. All right, and that's why this is what 1001, so 1001. New beginnings this year. We just seen this with this Fool. All right, you're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know this is part of your awakening. It's always going to it has to get harder to get easier. Okay, you always got to have war before peace comes. And that is the challenging period will soon pass, which it already has, foolishly. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. You're growing. You know you're growing. You're learning. Okay, and that's why 1818 is here. Because that's all because of your willpower. Significant events are on the horizon for you. You will make great strides in your endeavors and gain invaluable experiences. The right people and resources will come your way, presenting excellent opportunities and positive change. Embrace your journey towards greatness. Yes, you will. All right, so let's do the crystal of the day. And I gotta go to my real job, which I wish I didn't have to do anymore, but it's okay. I like it. So what else do we need to do? What is going to be the crystal of the day? I'm going to say smoky quartz. All right, so azurite it is. That's a pretty cool stone, azurite. I had one. I have a K2 azurite, I believe. Azurite is all about insight, intuition, expansion. Azurite is a stone of deep insight and spiritual awakening. It activates the third eye, enhances intuition, and opens pathways to higher guidance. This crystal supports inner vision, helping you access the subconscious with clarity and trust. All about with the third eye, Sagittarius, air. I see beyond the surface and trust my inner knowing. I see beyond the surface and trust my inner knowing. I see beyond the surface and trust my inner knowing. Yes, you do, and that is why I love you, and you're the best. Okay, so I'll see you later. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy the beginning of your week. Okay, like I am. Bye.